So this is a new Snickers that they sell. I guess it's been out about 2 weeks, but this is a new Sprite flavored drink, and it was $2.58. It was almost $2.58 for let's see how many. For 20 ounces, $2.58. I didn't realize because it didn't say the price until you bring it up. And so I was very surprised. I was going to buy it anyway, but oh, hey, good morning. Here we go. We got my twin brother and we got my Ukrainian brother, Andrew, both on. Wow. Twin brother, $2.58 for 20 ounces. And I said to the lady, how long have you had this? And she said, maybe about a week or so, but she said it's seasonal. It's only temporary. So they can't charge me $2.58 for 20 ounces once they discontinue it because they won't have it. So I showed my mom likes Snickers, and Snickers comes with peanuts. They do have almond Snickers and peanut butter Snickers, but this is the first time she said, wow, where did you get that? I said, the store. And it's a miracle. You walked away just when it was getting exciting. No, I had to get this. It's so hot in Arizona. The Snickers was melting in my bag, so I had to put it in the freezer. And I just got it out of the freezer. It says pecans, caramel, nougat, milk chocolate. So it was funny yesterday. Yesterday, someone was trolling me, and I'm sure it was a guy, but he had a picture of a girl, so it was like either his sister, his mom, or his girlfriend, or wife, or ex-girlfriend, or ex-wife on the picture, the photo of the account. And the account was kind of like religious, like God is good and all that kind of stuff. But this guy was saying some perverted jokes to me, so obviously it's not a girl. Girls don't do that, I don't think. And obviously it wasn't his account because he was not, and then he would type dirty things, and then he would redact it, and he would type it again and redact it like over and over again. And then I showed the picture of him on the screen here. I might still have it. I forgot his name, but he trolled me for an hour and a half. For an hour and a half. Under his girlfriend's account, or his wife, or ex-wife, or ex-girlfriend, or whatever. It definitely wasn't that person. Let's see here. Oh man. Hold on a second. Okay. I might have deleted the photo. Yeah. Or I never took a photo. I just let's see here. So I was at the Barcelona, Spain Burger King, and it said CBK Crujiente. I don't know what that means, but it said Nueve, which is new. And I think it says chicken bacon. And then this was the new chicken crisper. It looks. I didn't get that. I just got I forgot what I got, but this was a barbecue sandwich at Burger King. It looks really good, yeah. But it was expensive. Here's an ice cream thing. It says King Fusion Dubai. It's like pistachio or something. Let's see what else we got. Oh, this was funny. It said new goat bombs. It's like cheese, but it says goat bombs. I guess it's goat cheese, like feta cheese. Can you imagine eating a goat bomb at an airport? They're selling goat bombs at an airport. You're not supposed to say bomb on a plane, but you can eat goat bombs at the airport. And this is the same thing that chicken bacon sandwich. Goat bombs at an airport. Oh, this is what I got. The Whopper combo. El Whopper. K Nunca. I don't even know what that means. K Nunca. Moss Whopper. K Nunca. And it was expensive. So it's €14 for that combo. Oh, here's the thing. Yeah, it all looks good. So there was a Spanish in the airport. There was a Spanish restaurant, and it was called Tabernas. This is the sign, Tabernas, and the food they had. They had hot food, tapas, and salads. I've never had Spanish food. I mean, I've had Mexican food. I've never had Spanish food before. Oh, this was funny. So on the airport, I rode one of the cheap planes. So you have to buy food, and you could get a ham and cheese, hot ham and cheese sandwich, a Kit Kat, and a Sprite for €10. And that was the advertisement was right in front of your face, because there's no TV, so you can't watch TV, but you can stare at an advertisement for 2 or 3 hours. Oh, this is funny. At the airport I think this is the Milan airport, they had a restaurant called Roadhouse. Let's see. That's a picture I took like 5 years ago. Oh, so this is, Pizza Man, I hope you're still on. This is a pizza in Warsaw, Poland. Look. Margarita, pepperoni, 4 cheese, and cariciosa. Yeah. So that picture of the pizza was for Pizza Man. I took that just for Pizza Man. Oh, this is funny. This is at the Poland airport in Warsaw. The guy's like, halt. I don't know what this is. Uh-oh. Are you going to work right now?
No, I.
Oh, is this for me?
Yeah, that's not what was just coming to the house.
Oh, wow. Because I've been waiting. One of them is my driver's license.
I don't know the one of those. Those are old.
I know, but one of them is my driver's license.
Oh,
For sure.
I haven't noticed that. If it's open, Daryl opened it.
No, it's
just
okay.
to see.
It's okay.
But I didn't notice anything from the. Could they have sent that up to Snowflake?
No, they were supposed to send it here because I had the new address here,
Okay.
and it had to do with Western Union. Western Union was giving me fits because I had the wrong address, and so they said take a picture of the driver's license. So I took a picture, but I had my address here at the Snowflake on my license. So like, oh, that's fraud. I've been working there. I've been doing business with them for 12 years.
Yeah.
Every week, every 2 weeks for 12 years, and they're like, you're a fraud.
Yeah.
So maybe I'm
Was
wrong.
that it?
No, maybe not. I can always get one today, you know.
Cameron, you're up? What? I snuck out there. I didn't know you were up.
No, I've been up since 2:30.
I'm just telling you.
So I got a whole bunch of mail here. Mostly junk mail. This might be my driver's license. No. No. Okay. No, it's not. So far, nothing important. Nothing super important. Just looking for my driver's license. I have a driver's license, but I don't drive. Except for when I drive. Nope, still nothing important. Garbage. Junk mail. Julian Hamilton says hi. Do you fish? I wish I could fish. I can catch crawdads really good. And I've tried fishing in Colorado, Arizona, Utah, and I just can't catch anything. So yeah, do I fish? Yeah, but I don't catch. And I have a couple uncles that know how to fish really well, and I have a cousin who's really good at fishing. And they catch, without fail, they catch stuff all the time, but I can't catch it. I can catch a crawdad. I was at Big Lake, Arizona, up in the White Mountains or something, and everybody's catching fish except for me, and all I caught was a crawdad. Didn't catch a fish. Fished all day, just a crawdad. So Julian Hamilton, I don't know. Okay, Julian Hamilton. I'm assuming you're from North America. What part of North America? Or if you're from Europe, what part of Europe? I mean, I don't know. You can lie to me because I don't care really. But the other day I had trolls from 4 continents. I had a troll from Australia, 2 from Australia. I had one from, ooh, this is good. Oh, this is good. Okay, that's good news. That's actually good. This is from really old. Okay, that's good. Okay. I had some trolls from, 2 from Pakistan the other day, and then, where was it? Somewhere in Europe. I can't remember. It must have been from Ukraine or something. It seems like I always get one from Ukraine. And then, let's see. Where's the other country? So, Australia. I always get them from North America, like somewhere in America. So, Australia, North America, Europe, and Asia. 4 continents were trolling me. Okay. So, yesterday, I went to Del Taco and got my mom her fish tacos, and I got me a couple of the breakfast rollers, the egg and cheese. They're super good. I just got hit by a bazooka of Thomas, thinking about, can I teach my little sister? When I had a boom, then it sounded like a missile. That is what I was. Wow, Tabitha, are you from North America or Europe? Because English seems, or are you from South America? Are you from like Brazil? Do you have $1 Brazilian in your bank account? because what you just said doesn't make sense. Here's what Tabitha said. I just got hit by a bazooka of Thomas. What? Friend. Maybe if you go somewhere, show me your city. Okay, yeah. Okay, I'll do that, Andre. Or Andrew. Yeah, I will do that. It won't be as pretty as Koryukivka or Ukraine, but it will be desert. I can show you rattlesnake, maybe. Those rattlesnakes, it's winter doesn't end till if someone just got bit by a rattlesnake, and it's still winter here because it's hot outside. It's like 100 degrees or like 30 degrees Celsius, dude. On Andrew, someone in this area got bit by a rattlesnake, and it's still considered winter. Meanwhile, it's like 30, somewhere between 30 and 35 degrees Celsius, and it's winter still. It's super hot. So it's freezing cold in Ukraine. It's super hot in Arizona, and people getting bit by rattlesnakes. So if I can find a rattlesnake, I will definitely take a video of it, okay? You want a picture of a rattlesnake biting my hand? Okay, I will take a video for you. I will get bitten by a rattlesnake just for Pizza Man, because he's my Ukrainian brother, and he likes rattlesnakes, and he likes it when I get bit by rattlesnakes. Just kidding. He doesn't know what, he's never seen a rattlesnake. So one day I was walking to the pizzeria, and I saw a little black snake. He couldn't have been more than 12 inches. It was real skinny. It was black, and it had yellow circles behind its ear. And so I thought, oh my gosh, it's a viper or something. I don't know. And I told, I tried to get I took like a 3 or 4 second video. And because it weaseled, it disappeared. I don't know how it disappeared, like a worm or something. I don't know, but so I showed Andrew. I said, Andrew, what the heck is this? Is this thing poisonous? Is it going to kill me? Because I wanted to pick it up, but I don't pick up rattlesnakes, and I don't pick up snakes that I've never heard of or seen of. I mean, a black snake with yellow circles behind its head. It looked scary, but it was so tiny. But maybe tiny ones are. So anyway, he said that's a harmless grass snake. So, grass snake, yeah. I'll look up a picture. Because I've seen a lot of snakes in my life, but I never seen a Ukraine. I didn't know Ukraine had snakes until I'm walking down the street and there's a snake on the road. I deleted the video, but I should have put it on there here. Let's see. Grass snake, Ukraine. And they probably don't even get 2 feet long. They're so tiny and skinny. Let's see here. Let's see. Oh, okay. So, let's see here. This is what I saw. So it wasn't all black. It's like dark gray, but it's early in the morning, so it was in the shadows, and that has these yellow things. And here it's eating a frog. I mean, it's not dangerous, yeah. Bouge. He doesn't have any poison. That's what. Yeah. Yeah, but this is kind of what I saw. So I'm seeing this, and I'm seeing the yellow. Can you do shoulder puppets? Let's see. Can I do shoulder puppets? I can do this one. I don't know where this came from, but here's a shoulder puppet. Some guy named Johnson Theory says, can you do shoulder puppets? Yes, shoulder puppet. Jeez, these people. I'm getting trolled by someone named Johnson Theory. Who is Johnson Theory? Come on, dude. Come on. Asking if I can shadow. Oh, do shadow puppets. I thought it said shoulder puppets. Yeah, I can do shadow puppets. Like, it's a dog. Yeah. I thought it said shoulder puppets. It said shadow puppets. Okay. Yeah, I can't do it. My hands, it's not that good. Anybody can do a shadow puppet, but this guy out of nowhere, can you do shadow puppets? And I thought it was shoulder puppet, whatever. I can't read. Johnson Theory. This guy is the Johnson Theory. And so I'm going to show everybody who he is because he's trolling me. Oh, the Johnson Theory. Can you do shadow puppets, this guy? Can you do the Johnson? He's not going to be happy when I show everybody his photo. But you troll me and ask me if I can do shadow puppets when we're talking about snakes? Are you kidding me? This guy. Oh. I'm subscribed to him. This is him. I don't know what that is. Is that his haircut or is that a spider? What is that? A, a tarantula? Shout that guy with that photo asked me if I can do. He has no subscribers except for me because I subscribed, and he has no videos. View channel. It says this channel doesn't have any content, but he's asking me. He should do shadow puppets. he should make. He should make videos of shadow puppets. Obviously, this guy. So, can I do shadow puppets? I probably could do a terrible job at it. But thanks for asking. So the Johnson theory, I'm assuming, is North America. So I'm getting trolled from North America. I'm getting trolled from, I'm not getting trolled from Ukraine. My brother from Ukraine is online. My Ukrainian brother, Pizza Man. I think he's still there. And then my twin brother was online. And so that's North America. So I got at least North America, Europe watching. And Johnson Theory is trolling me. And someone, who else was trolling me? Tabitha Carey. Oh, we got to find out about Tabitha Carey. We got this troll. I like to call out trolls and read their channel. They can't even change the channel information quick enough before I troll them back. And that's one of the fun things about the troll game. Tabitha is a girl's name, so I'm assuming it's a guy though, because he said, I just got hit by a bazooka of Thomas thinking about, can I teach my little sister when I had a boom, and then it sounded like a missile. Well, who that is what I was. I mean, are you kidding me? You can't even make this crap up. That's the funniest thing I've ever heard. Funniest thing I've heard. Oh, what? No. Oh, hold on. Tabitha Carey dot BV8. Let's see what we got here. Tabitha Carey. Why can it not come up? Did they delete their account that quick? I don't know what's going on here. Whoops. Oh, here it is. I'm subscribed to Tabitha Carey. I'm going to view the channel. Okay, Tabitha Carey has 2 subscribers. Me and no one. and 2 videos. So here's Tabitha Carey's video. This is the person trolling me. That's one of their 2 videos that they have. I'm getting trolled by this troll. Oh my gosh, it's like a young girl showing their muscles or something. I don't know what it is. Oh my gosh. So a youngster. My stepdad's name is Muffins. This is the other video. This is the person trolling me. Jeez. I'm getting trolled by this person. It's unbelievable. Like, you can't make this up. And then it's like sick and crying. I don't know. My stepdad's name is Muffins, question mark? It's like, what? And that's the video that they're making videos of the wall. Just see how long the video is. Oh, it's a long video. It's still going. It's like a never-ending video of the wall. Comment from Riventime or RL. Oh, RL. You can't make this up. Wow. Or maybe she was getting trolled by someone named RLVNT Lime. Relevant Lime? Oh my gosh. I'm going to find out Relevant Lime. Are you kidding me? Oh, I'm getting trolled. Let's see who Relevant Lime is. Oh my. Oh, jeez. Subscribed. Oh my goodness. This is Relevant Lime. This is the person that was trolling that other troll. Oh my. Pink Floyd's The Wall. What? Peter's. So, can you do shadow? My twin brother's still online. He says, the Petersburg Address was trolling me just the other day and just wrote Pink Floyd's The Wall ? Like, where does that come from? Here's Lime. Oh, this was a person trolling the troll that trolled me. And I'm not sure what dance this is because I don't. It's like a video game. Maybe it's what's that game called? I can't remember the name. There's a. What is it? But this is the only video they have on their channel that I subscribe to, and they have. What is the name of that game? Doing this trend and I messed up so bad. Huh. A dancing banana in a tux. Wow. Okay. Good job. Okay. Oh, Fortnite. So it's Fortnite. It says Fortnite, comma, also sub for root beer. There's a Twitter account. Lime, RELEVA 72364. And there's a Discord. I'm not sure what Discord is, but it's QWE capital R capital G capital W GG. I don't. These people. There are so many trolls in this world, and they're hilarious. They just don't know it. They don't know how funny they are. They're super funny. Oh wait, what did I? Relevant Lime. Let's see how many subscribers they have. They have 60 subscribers, and they have one video. How do you get? You must have deleted like all your videos because you got 60 subscribers, and you have one video of like bananas dancing. What the crap? Wow. You know how long it takes to get 60 subscribers with one dancing banana video? Long time. Probably 10 or 15, 20 years, something like that. Genius. Wow. The Petersburg Address. Oh, we're going to have to troll this troll. Jeez. Daryl, are you watching?
Oh, I guess I woke up.
I know. I'm getting trolled from people. They're saying the funniest things, Daryl. It's the Petersburg Address is one of my trolls. The Petersburg. How do you spell Petersburg? It's a big word. The Petersburg Address. It's taken me forever to. He should just put the. It's a lot easier to find his address. The Petersburg Address. Okay, who the heck this guy is? Okay, Petty Roosevelt. I subscribed. Okay, you silly freak. He has one subscriber and it's me. This is the Petersburg Address. Is a professional troll because he doesn't have any videos. He has one subscriber, this guy, and he trolls me 2 days in a row back to back, and he just says, Pink Floyd's The Wall, ? This guy. Wow. I can't remember what he said yesterday, but it was a lot more, and it was very trolly. What's up with let me get the definition of troll for these guys. Internet trolls. What is an internet troll? Internet troll. ? I'm Googling thinking. An internet troll is a person who deliberately posts offensive, inflammatory, or disruptive messages online in social media, forums, or games to provoke emotional responses, manipulate perceptions. They often hide behind anonymous to bully, harass, or derail conversations. Yeah, they wrote Pink Floyd '(S) The Wall ? That is disruptive, and it. I'm sure they're laughing, and they derailed the conversation. Yeah. Key aspect, deliberate provocation, positive provocation, off topic, or insincere content to bait users into arguments. Yes, they want to argue. Harassment, using name calling, body shaming, or political gender bashing as described as in this McAfee blog post. Disruption, derailing serious discussions with insults or spamming, according to UGA. Never heard of UGA Today. Never heard of it. Misinformation, spreading fake news or refusing to acknowledge facts to trigger others. Pretending to be someone else to damage reputations. Notes how stuff works. Common synonyms: online bully, provocateur, griefers, specifically on online gaming. Never heard of that. Flame warrior, flamer, cyberbully. Why they do it? Trolls often exhibit traits from the dark triad of psychology: narcissism, Machiavellianism, I never heard of that, and psychopathy. Yes, psychopaths. They find pleasure in others' annoyance, and they may suffer from low self-esteem or seek control in an online environment. Yes. And there's a Wikipedia. I didn't know this. Wikipedia. Let's see what Wikipedia has to say. Trolling. In slang, trolling is when a person posts deliberately offensive or provocative messages online, such as in social media, a forum, a chat room, or online video game, or performs similar behaviors in real life. The methods and motivations of trolls can range from benign to sadistic. Yes, these guys. These messages can be inflammatory, insincere, digressive, extraneous, or off-topic, and may have the intent of provoking others into displaying emotional responses. These guys. Or manipulating others' perceptions, thus acting as a bully or provocateur. The behavior is typically for the troll's amusement. Yes, they love it. But I love when they do it. I love trolls. They're funny to me because they say funny stuff. Or to achieve a specific result, such as disrupting a rival's online activities or purposefully causing confusion to harm or to other people. Trolling behaviors involve retired young 1975. I'm born in 1974, so I retired 1 year before you, dude. I retired you retired pre-52. Wow, retired young. Yeah, but you're 1 year older than me. I retired at 50. You retired before 50. Maybe we retired on the same day. Maybe you're my twin brother. And I have a twin brother, so maybe you're my triplet brother. So retired young 1975. Oh my, hold on. Hold your phone. Retired young 19. So that is really do you work still, or what do you do? Since I don't work, I get paid to breathe. I have a pension, not a 401k crap. Retired. So retired young 1975. Do you live in North America? I don't really care, but you can lie to me. But the other day I had 4 continents trolling me, or watching, #watching. I'm not saying you're trolling me because you actually said something good, but you're the person I want to know that if you still work, if you retired but still work, because I don't do that crap. I retired and do nothing. Okay, I subscribe to your channel, retired. HGT4, whatever that means. And you have 8 subscribers. I'm one of 8, okay? US-based entrepreneur, blessed with early semi-retirement. See, the semi-retirement, just a viewer, not a streamer. See? And you drive, what is that? It's a Ferrari. You drive a Ferrari? He drives a Ferrari. I'm semi-retired as I still manage my healthcare company behind the scenes. And you drive a Ferrari. I drive a Mustang. I don't have a car, but this was a Mustang. This is a Hot Wheels mystery thing. It is a GT concept Mustang. And so it was one of those mystery things. I was feeling it. I had the whole box, but I didn't want to open all of them. And I was trying to get this car, which is number 4 instead. It's not number 1, 2, or 3. It's number 4. And it says Hot Wheels Speedway Safety. Yes, I've got a F8 tree. My daily is my You have a Mustang GT. This is a GT concept Mustang. So So your daily is similar to this, but you drive an F8 Tributo, Tributo. I'll have to Google that because I've never heard that. You drive two Hot Wheels. You drive a Hot Wheels Ferrari, and then you drive a. So you own a health car company. Wow, you are an interesting person. So I'm from the Phoenix metro area, the Valley of the Sun. I was born in Arizona, in the Valley of the Sun. I lived here for 50 years. Then I moved to Ukraine. I live in Ukraine. I bought a house in Ukraine for $233.55. 6,000 Ukrainian hryvnia. It went down in value, so it's only worth like $120 now, or like $200, less than $200. Then my mother-in-law says, "What about me? I want a house too." So I paid $600 and bought my mother-in-law a house. And my brother-in-law is living there because my mother-in-law is like a refugee in Ireland or Germany or somewhere because of the war. And then my wife says, "Well, I know I want another house too." Very rarely, maybe 100 miles a year. So retired young 1975 is a year. He's either 51 or turning 51 this year, and he drives his Ferrari only about 100 miles a year. I'm in Central Florida. Wow, Central Florida. I've never been to Florida, ever. But I hear Florida. I hear good things about Florida. Like everybody wants to live there. There's no taxes or something weird. Let me see. Central Florida. What? Oh, Central Florida. I've never been there, but I've heard Miami is awesome. Central Florida. So I have to Google Central Florida. Central Florida in the region. Tampa Bay, Greater Orlando. Okay, so you have Disney World, and you have the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. That's you. Yeah, you have Orlando Skyline, Kennedy Space Center, Walt Disney World, downtown Tampa Bay Skyline, Daytona International Speedway, St. Petersburg, Florida, not Russia, because St. Petersburg, Russia is killing me or trying to kill me. Clearwater Beach, wow, that's you. 13 counties: Brevard County, Citrus County, Hernando County, Hillsborough, Lake, Orange, Osceola, Pasco, Pinellas, Polk, Seminole, Sumter, and Volusia. Wow. I was born and raised here. I'm about an hour south of Orlando, smack dab in the middle. Okay. My company operates out of Clearwater. Yeah, it said Clearwater. So Clearwater County, no, Clearwater, hold on. Clearwater, I just saw Clearwater Beach. So you live close to Clearwater Beach. So this is Clearwater Beach, Florida. Florida Panthers. Yeah. So Andrew, who's watching from Ukraine, he's my Ukrainian brother. He said, Florida Panthers. And I say, Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And guess what? I've never been to Florida, but my favorite team before Arizona Cardinals came out was the Miami Dolphins and Dan Marino, who is probably the enemy of Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I don't know. He never won a Super Bowl. And that's sad because he's a Hall of Famer that's never won a Super Bowl. And I think he went to... So Clearwater Beach is located in Clearwater, Florida. So yeah, you live close to the beach. Clearwater is a city in the county seat of Pinellas County, Florida, west of Tampa and north of St. Petersburg. Wow. I was just in Arizona last week at a trade show. Were you in Phoenix? Because I'm going to Phoenix to a concert. I'm going to Phoenix. You had to have been in Phoenix at a trade show. Wow. And I just landed 8 days ago from Ukraine. I landed 8 days ago in Phoenix. Wow. You were in Phoenix. Wow. So I took a bus from my town to Chernihiv City, and that was 2 hours. I took another 2-hour bus from Chernihiv City to Kiev, the capital. That's 4 hours. And then I took a 17-hour bus, and it had to go through immigration at Poland. In Poland, it took 6 hours just to get through immigration because they're really strict. They don't let 20 million, close your eyes, 20 million people coming in. I'm not in Ukraine right now. I have a house in Ukraine. My wife lives in Ukraine. I have a passport. My house is 1 hour south of the Russian border. The closest McDonald's is 2 hours west. It's easier to ride a bike or drive to Russia than to get a cheeseburger or a Big Mac with fries. So I live 2 hours west of Chernihiv City, 1 hour south of the Russian border, and they're flying drones every day, 24/7, 365. It's super dangerous. But my mom's on her deathbed. She's on hospice in a rest home, and I flew here, and I thought she was going to die before I got her, but she's doing good. She's like improving. As soon as I got here, she didn't believe I was, because I sent her a message. I called her, said, "Hey, I'm coming home. I'm coming home," and she said, "No, you're not. No, you're not." It's funny how only the U.S. takes heat for enforcing the borders. Yeah, Poland is strict. Poland is the strictest borders I've ever seen in my life. I've never seen such a strict border. 6 hours? Prayers for your mind. Well, she's 79. She's been a widow for 10 years. And I made a comic with ChatGPT. I made a comic, like a superhero series of her called the Snowflake Sentinel. And I made it so she's an elderly superhero. She can fly. She saves the day. I made like 20 different things. And but what it comes down to is I'm a mama's boy, and I hadn't seen my mom in 22 months. I gave her a hug, drove from Snowflake to Mesa, Mesa to Sky Harbor, and then it took me like 7 days to get back home because it took 23 hours from catching the bus in my hometown before I landed in Warsaw, Poland, because you can't take a plane because of the war. Russia would kill you, shoot down the plane, and they'd say, "Sorry, I didn't know it was a commercial, civilian plane. We thought it was a Russian or a Ukrainian jet, so we shot it down." Like, that's what their excuse would be, because they're terrorists. And so I had to wait 2 days because I didn't have a plane ticket. I had to get a hotel for 2 nights. My mom is 74. My mom is 79. Widow for 11 years. Wow, your dad died young. She just had knee replacement. I've been taken. Wow. You were in Phoenix a week ago. I barely landed in Phoenix 8 days ago on Sunday night at midnight. So it's possible you and I were in Phoenix at the same time. Meanwhile, I had traveled from Ukraine. Your mom is a widow for 11 years. My mom's been a widow so it's 2026. He died in 2016, so 10 years this year. And your mom is 74. My mom's 79. My mom is not doing well. She needs 24-hour medical care, so she's in a care facility. It's got to be dicey living over there. It is super dicey. Can I call you Ferrari or Mr. Ferrari or Mr. GT Mustang? I don't know what to call you, but retired young 75 is kind of long, so I could call you retired young. Okay, retired young. It's super dicey. Like a 21-year-old girl died in my village because a Shaheed Iranian made. We have a lot in common. My friend, my name is Griffin. Okay, Griffin, like Blake Griffin. Griffin. So my name is Eldon, and I've just started making videos for my family, my friends, and anybody interested in like Ukraine life, like expat. I'm an expat. I wasn't ever planning coming back to America, but my mom's. I call her every day for 22 months, and she was getting to where she like hello, goodbye, and like hanging up on me because she would say hello and goodbye like she was ready to die. That's how I felt. So I'm now in America, and they only let me 11 hours. Visiting time is 9 o'clock to 7 a.m. or 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. They let me an hour early, so I'm allowed in 8 a.m. to 7 p.m. So I spend 11 hours a day with my mom, and that's that. 11 hours a day. I'm only allowed. They won't let me stay the night there. So it says the Church of Scientology owns the majority of property in the Clearwater Downtown Core District. Wow. That's probably worth a Brazilian dollars. Wow. So Church of Scientology is in Clearwater. Wow, that's interesting. It says present-day Clearwater was originally the home of the Toca Baga people. Never heard of that. What does that mean? It's Native Americans. Okay. All right. So some Native American tribe of Tocobaga, or just people, I don't even know if it was a tribe. In 1835, the United States Army began construction of Fort Harrison, named after William Henry Harrison, who was the 9th president of the United States. As an outpost during the Seminole Wars. What? I didn't know there was a Seminole War. Good on you. I'm a mama's boy too. Yeah, the Scientologists are wild around Clearwater. So here's what you just said. Good on you. I lived in Australia for 2 years, from 1993 to 1995, and everybody says good on ya in Australia. Seminole Wars. Who was fighting us, or who? It says Seminoles removed from Florida. Whoa! So United States kicked out the Seminoles, the Yuchi, Choctaw, and Black Seminoles. I didn't know there was a Black Seminole. Oh, Afro Seminoles. What? Mix of Native American and African origin. Wow, that's interesting. So the belligerents were a lot of Indian history around it. Yeah, Seminoles, the Hurricanes. So Andrew Jackson, Martin Van Buren, William Henry Harrison, John Tyler, William Thompson, they basically kicked out the Seminoles out of their land. Wow, I didn't know that. That's pretty sad. And from 1816 to 1858, for 42 years. And it said, result, most Seminoles removed from Florida, a few small bands remained. Oh, man. You got to feel bad for them. And they lost, or no. Oh, wow. So here's the casualties of this war. For American, it was 1,500 to 2,000 federal troops. And the casualties for the Seminoles was heavy. It just says heavy. Oh, my gosh. So Griffin says, I find arrowheads and shark teeth all the time. I've heard that you can go around the beaches of Florida, maybe name a beach on the Pacific side, and find like petrified shark teeth, like petrified wood, but petrified shark teeth. Not shark teeth, but maybe you can find shark teeth too, but like petrified shark teeth. And he's saying he's finding arrowheads but the Seminoles had heavy, they didn't say they lost 5,000, 6,000, whatever. And it said their strength was 1,500. So there's only 1,500 Seminole strength. And it says losses heavy. It could have been 1,499 or like 1,400 out of 1,500 losses, but it didn't say that. Wow, how sad is that? This is something I never knew. And it says First Seminole War. There was a first one and then another one. What is going on here? So the United States, wow. Megalodon and ancient stingray teeth. That's what I'm talking about. So Griffin just said, yep, Megalodon and ancient stingray teeth. Wow. Megalodon and ancient stingray teeth. So guess what, Griffin? After I moved to Ukraine, I didn't buy a car because they drive crazy. A lot died of disease when Ponce de Leon landed here. The Spanish invaded, and they brought disease with them from Europe, and a lot of Native Americans died. Wow, and so the Florida Seminoles, you've got to be proud. If you're alive, your ancestry was diseased by Ponce de Leon, the Spaniard guy, and then the Americans tried to drive you out and killed you, and you had heavy losses. Out of 1,500, you had heavy losses, whatever that means. They're probably afraid to tell the truth, like 1,499 people died out of 1,500. I don't know. Wow. So this is the Americans taking out the Seminoles, telling them to leave their land. Oh my goodness, wow. And now the Florida Seminoles is the University of Florida mascot is the Seminoles. And they're very popular, but wow, man, such sad. And you just want, I'm a Seminoles, wow. Seminoles. Okay, let's see about the Seminoles. Let's see. Seminole are a Native American people who developed in Florida in the 18th century. Today, they live in Oklahoma. They live in beautiful Florida, and they were sent to Oklahoma. Wow, at the Dust Bowl. Wow, and Florida. So and comprise 3 federally recognized tribes: the Seminole Nation of Oklahoma, the Seminole Tribe of Florida, and the Miccosukee tribes of Indians in Florida. Trail of Tears. Trail of Tears. So sad. Oh my goodness. So this is a picture of a Seminole mother and her children from the Brighton Reservation in Florida in 1949. Can you imagine killing these family of these people? She looks harmless. She doesn't have a weapon. Her weapon is martyrdom. So it says the Seminole Nation of Oklahoma has 15,000, and this is, it doesn't say what year, but it says it's established 18,600. The Seminole Nation of Oklahoma has 15,572 enrolled. That's not a lot, I don't think. The Seminole Tribe of Florida only has 4,000 enrolled. The Miccosukee Tribe of Indians in Florida only has 400 enrolled. Can you see how sad that is? Man, you gotta feel bad. So their languages are now English, cultural Miccosukee, that sounds Japanese, but, and Muskogee, and Afro-Seminole Creole, and Spanish. They don't even have, oh man. Tale of Trees, I liked and subscribe, yes, yeah. So guess what, Griffin? I don't do this for money. I'm not monetized. And I don't need to be monetized because I make enough. So in Ukraine, the police officer, if you're a rookie police officer, you can become a cop at age 18, and they'll train you how to be a cop. You get paid less than $500 a month. You get 18,800 hryvnia, and I'll show you how much that is. It's less than $500 a month. So you're making less than 6,000 a year to have a gun and badge at age 18. It's unbelievable. 18,000. Let me do the math here. I'm not good at math, so I have a calculator. Divided by 40. It's 40. They make $470 a month as a cop. U.S. American pension. Yeah, it goes far, yeah. I make more than $400 a month. I make more than my American pension is more than $6,000 a year. Times 12. So this is how much. $5,640 is how much a rookie cop gets paid in Ukraine, in my region. Not in the capital, but in my less than 6,000 a year to be a cop, where you risk your life, and then, wow, you could get shot, because cops get shot all the time in America. That's bonkers, yes. And you drive a Ferrari, and you have a GT Mustang, and these guys make less than 6,000 a year with a gun. They have to have a gun to protect themselves. And guess what? I see cops. There's a tiny police station in the central part of my city. They call it a city, but it's like a small town. It's legitimately it's called a city, but it has 12,000 people. There's a small police station in the central part, and then there's another station like southwest of there. The officers ride a bicycle to work, or they walk to work from their house because they don't have a car. Why did you move to the Ukraine again? You might have told me, I didn't hear. Okay, so I'm 10 years, in 2016, I married a Ukrainian that I met online. So I've been married for 10 years, but I met her in 2014. In 2014, we got engaged. We met online. I flew to Ukraine in January 2nd, 2015, and we drove straight to the jewelry store, and I got her an engagement ring like that. So let me show you something okay, let's see, videos. So here you see, one of the videos is retired at 50 in Ukraine. The other one is how I met my Ukrainian wife. Another one is how I got my Ukrainian green card. One of mine is called Random Acts of Kindness. And one of them is called it's the drone strikes of August 7th, 2025. So even though we're an hour south of the Russian border, we were getting drones every day, and we'd hear sirens, and so it was like The Boy Who Cried Wolf, because not a lot was going on. But at 1 a.m, every time I hear something explosion, I look at the clock to witness. I'm a witness at 1 o'clock in the morning. So I'm in dead sleep. I hear the biggest explosion of my life. I'm not used to hearing explosions. I was never in the military. Boom! It sounded like it was a missile landed in my backyard, but come to find out it was a mile and a half. they were trying to hit the radar or the antenna, the big radio antenna, the huge, maybe it's 100 feet high or 200 feet high. So within 5 minutes, three more hits. So it was boom, and then a little bit loud, boom, boom, boom. These shaheeds hit, and it scared the crap out of me. I'm over westernized women too, though so I get dating foreign women after 2 divorces. I've debated it. I'm on my 3rd marriage. I was married to an American that lasted 2.5 months before she sued me for money and alimony, and went around telling everybody at church that I'd kicked her out of the house. Meanwhile, she left. And then I was married to a Chinese girl. She was a foreign exchange student over here. She loved me, but she was so homesick. Her mom said, "Come home, I miss you." She was the only child, and her family actually had a lot of money, but so she cried and said, I'm going back home. And so I said, okay, because I was going to retire in Russia or China. So I'm on my 3rd marriage too, and I'm exactly like you. I don't date Americans. So after I was divorced from my American wife, 10 weeks, 2.5 months, I said I will never date an American woman again, just like you, or a westernized. And so I get dating foreign women. You're 1 year younger than me. I can understand being homesick. I'm not homesick, but I let her go. Yes, she was homesick. Her mom would cry, "Come home." They would video chat, "Come home, come home." So I let her go because I loved her so much. Things were good. I cried when she left but I let her go because I loved her so much. She was a beautiful China doll. People were like saying, "How did you meet this gorgeous girl?" I'm like, I clicked online, add to cart. That's a joke. We met on Yahoo Chat, and she ate. So this Chinese girl, we met on Yahoo Chat. We went on a blind date at Phoenix at a restaurant called the Great Wall, where all the Chinese people eat. And her aunt and uncle and her cousin were there. I know I was gonna move to China, but it just I had still had 12 years left before I could retire. And imagine not seeing your wife for 12 years. Maybe she had no desire to live in America, and I don't blame her. But her mom actually came. Her mom and dad visited, and they hated. They thought they were gonna immigrate to America and retire. But they came to the Phoenix summer. It was 110 degrees when they landed, and the Chinese food is not as good as in China because the best Chinese food in America in China, or best Chinese food in the world is in China. So they didn't like the Chinese food here because it's like old. It's like whatever. They were not impressed. And then it was 110 degrees, so they're like, we are not going to retire in Phoenix, even though that was the original plan. But they didn't tell me. They just came over with like, surprise, we want to retire in Phoenix. No, you don't. So her mom and dad, they were super nice, and they loved me because I treated their daughter well. I spoiled her, and I was so nice to her and let her have freedom, like, because she could go. She went back and forth in the 4 years we were married to China. Anytime she goes, "Honey, I want to go to China. Is that okay?" I said, "Yes, go." I know homesick. I lived in Australia by myself, or I lived in Australia for 2 years, and I was homesick in Australia. But I know the feeling of homesickness. Yes, go to China and then come back, and go to China and come back. You're allowed if you're. She had a green card, or no, she had a green card, and then she had I helped her get her U.S. citizenship, and she didn't even want to. Her mom and dad were there during the U.S. citizenship ceremony, and they walked out because they were so hurt that their daughter wanted to be a U.S. citizen, and they're Red China. They walked out of the ceremony because it hurt them that their daughter would be a U.S. citizen. They weren't proud of her daughter becoming a U.S. citizen. They didn't want her. In fact, they didn't even know because she didn't tell them. We just drove there. It happened, and then they're like, "What is going on? My daughter's an American now? That's terrible." Phoenix is pricey, yeah. So she moved back to China, and I cried when we did the paper. I was just bawling. I couldn't. She asked me if I wanted the wedding ring back, and I said no, keep it. And it was the most expensive wedding ring I've ever. Out of 3, it was the most expensive, and I loved her to death. But I couldn't even see straight. I couldn't even drive after we did the final court paperwork. I was crying a river like a 2-year-old baby crying for his mom. And I said, keep the ring. I don't care about money or anything. And she went back to China, and her family has money. So they didn't, she wasn't trying to find a rich husband. And she was so happy with me when we got married. She was so happy. So we met 8 days later. We got married in Vegas. Her uncle, her aunt, and her cousin, and me and her, 5 people drove in an SUV from North Phoenix to Las Vegas. Got married and came back the same day. And that was 8 days after I met her. That's how she wanted me to marry me, not because of money, because she had money. She loved me because I was nice to her. And the blind date, the first time we met was a blind date at this restaurant. She didn't say a word. Her aunt and uncle, her uncle is a white guy. Her aunt's maid was Chinese, and her cousin doesn't speak English. He's Chinese. They basically were grilling me, like hammering me with questions, like seeing if I'm good enough to date their relative, whatever. And 8 days later, I got married, and they drove me there because they felt safe or comfortable that I was a nice enough guy. At first, they were scared to death. Awesomeness, James Addison. Awesomeness, new story. And so that is the news. So then I have made a video about how I met my Ukrainian wife, when we got married, and different stuff like that. And so she doesn't want to live in America. She loves Ukraine. Hey, Griffin, I'm one of 7 kids. My mom's one of 10. And my dad's one of 8. So I have between 90 and 100 first cousins if you can combine both sides. Maybe it's 80, I don't know. 80 to somewhere between 80 and 100 first cousins. I'm come from a huge family. And then I live in Ukraine. My wife has a brother, a mom and dad. She has an aunt that is married with 4 kids, and she has 2 sets of grandparents, and that's it. That's all the blood relatives she's got. Wife now, no, so she's still in Ukraine. My wife is still in Ukraine. The only time she ever left Ukraine was when the war started and they were getting bombed, and she took a train to Poland, like 2 other million people, and stayed in a hotel for 8 months.
Say hi.
Look.
Good morning.
Good morning. Chocolate? Snickers?
Really for a baby.
No, it's not. Beautiful woman over there. Yes, the women are beautiful. And I know some good women over there. But they don't want to live in America. The girls over there don't want to live in America. They want to visit, but they don't want to live. They want to live in Ukraine. No, that's my great niece. It's my niece's daughter. I'm staying at my brother's house, and it's his granddaughter, so she doesn't speak Ukrainian. Hey, I don't know how to. You can call me, Retired Young, or Griffin. You can call me, and I can tell you the details about anything you want to know. I don't know how to get your number. I'll give you my email address, so you can email me, and then I can send you my phone number, and you can call me either on Facebook Messenger or I have an American cell phone. I have a Ukrainian cell phone, and I have an American cell phone. So let me find notes. I'll give you my email address, and I get a lot of spam, so this is my email address. So send me your email or email me, and we can talk all day, every day, because I don't work. But see, my pension is low compared to America, but it doesn't matter because I live in Ukraine, and I'm making more than 5 times as much as a cop. Let's put it that way. 8 times. No, 8 times as no. Hold on, I gotta get my calculator out. I'm just spitting out fake facts. Let's see here. Oh, what? Okay. Divided by 5600 equals. I'm making 7.3 times as much as a rookie cop. Thought they would be chomping at the bit too. Yeah, you know what? My wife never wants to come to America at all. No desire. She's not into tourism, and she doesn't want to live in America. So there are girls that would want to travel to America and live there, but a lot of them want to live there because they don't speak English. Most of the girls I know don't speak a word of English. If I say, "Do you speak English?" they say no in English. They don't. The Ukrainian word for no is ni, or sometimes ne. They don't say the word niet. That's Russian. But they say no in English. Like, do you speak English? No. I'm like, that's funny because that's English. very divided here right now. I know, that's what I'm saying. Did you know 2 Ukrainian women have been murdered that were refugees from the war? They were murdered. Valentine's Day, 2026, February 14th, 2026. A Ukrainian woman who was a refugee from the Ukraine-Russian war. She immigrated here under refugee status. She was killed. She started dating some American douchebag, and then she dumped her, or it went sour, and so she started dating some other else. On Valentine's Day, he came and murdered her. He murdered a Ukrainian refugee because he dumped her, or she dumped him, or whatever. Maybe he committed adultery. I don't. And they're not even married. That's just like a boyfriend, like a high school. So that's one girl that was murdered. The other one was on the light rail, or like the train or metro in like North Carolina. She's minding her own business. She's a Ukrainian. She's just a Ukrainian white girl, and some homeless black guy stabbed her to death. Did you? That's 2 Ukrainians that would still be alive today. Because Russia and Ukraine is safer, even with bombs and missiles and the threat of nuclear weapons pointed at our forehead. It's safer than America. There's no shortage of douchebags in America. That's what he said, and I agree. So, Griffin, dude, you're basically 1 year younger than me, and depending on what month you're born in, you could be like 9 months younger than me. Like, you could be my Irish twin. Of the train, incredibly. Yeah, that girl, so sad. He didn't know she was Ukrainian. He stabbed her because she was white. He goes, I got that white girl. And so he killed her because of racism, whatever. But she wasn't an American white girl, because that would be, she was a refugee. She was a special refugee from a war against the terrorists. They call them orcs, the orcs of Russia. She was a refugee from the orcs of Russia who were they're blowing up schools, churches, hospitals that are soft targets. They like to hit soft targets because they're not defended. If you shoot a missile at a hard target, they have defense. They can shoot it down, maybe. So they hit soft targets, and they're saying, oh, we're only hitting military targets. That's what the spokesperson of Putin says, and what Putin says. It's all lies. They're hitting apartment complexes. So you're sleeping, boom, you die. Recently in a home, 2 days before I left to Ukraine, or maybe it's 5 days. When you're retired, you lose track. A Shahed drone hit a house, and there was like 5 people in the house, but the girl that died was 15. She's sleeping. The only person that dies, everyone got hurt because of shrapnel or whatever. The person that died was the 15-year-old girl that was sleeping in her bed at her house in a random place in Ukraine. It wasn't, I don't think it was a big city. I think it was like a village. So they use a Shahed drone to hit a house in a village. I carry everywhere I go. I hear craziness going on there. I'm ex-military, and my dad was. Wow. So my best friend, the one at my first wedding, he was my best man. He wanted to be. His dad was a commercial pilot for some worldwide airline. Like they only do freight because he hated passengers because they complained too much. So he would his whole career was flying freight, luggage, or just stuff all over the world for some company I never heard of, like Worldwide Airlines or whatever. But his son wanted to be just like his dad, and he had a private pilot's license, but his eyesight was so bad he couldn't join the Air Force like his dad, and his eyesight was bad enough to where he couldn't, I guess, I don't know all the details, but so he joined the Army at age 24, and he loved it. He was older. All the other people were like 17, 18, 19. He was 24. Captain for Delta. Oh, wow. Fly everywhere for free as a kid. Wow. Wow, I love to travel. I've been to places, guess what, Griffin? I've been to places that no American has ever been to in the history. Since 1776, July 4th, to 2020, I've been to places in the world that no American has ever stepped foot on. The Nazis of Germany did. There's evidence of that. And I've heard one French man has been to this, but I've been to places that no American has ever been to because it's not a touristy trip and there's no reason to be there. No, I'm talking about Ukraine. I've been to places in Ukraine that no American's been to, like ghost towns, and they were overtaken by Nazi Germany's in World War II. And in the village I live in, 7,000 people were murdered, and from March 1st, March 2nd, and then later on March 9th, they butchered everybody in my small town, 7,000 people. Everyone that was in the town died. Some people escaped. They came back on March 9th thinking it was safe. They killed those people. Oh, you love history? I love history more than you, Griffin. I, I've been to, so I've lived in Australia. I've been to a lot of cool places in Australia. Every American has been to where there. That's, I can't say that, but in Ukraine, hardly anybody visits Ukraine, especially during the war. But I've been to places during the war. I've been to some ghost towns and some cemeteries that no American, there's no way possible. They're so remote. The ghost towns have no people. It's on Wikipedia. It says population 0. There's a cemetery with like 200 dead bodies. So there's more dead people because there's no live people. You have 0 people. The population 0. Cemetery population like 100 or 200, and nobody lives there. There's houses with trees growing through the roof because there's no roof. It's like for maybe 50 or 100 years, these old houses. There's a tree, like a birch tree. Yes, I do. I do worry about being kidnapped as an American. Like I was telling you about my friend that was in the military. He was in the military for 8 years. And then he met a girl and she said, you need to leave the military. He would have stayed. He loved the military. He was in the army. He was a crew chief on a Black Hawk. So she made him get out. And then she divorced him. They had an 18-month kid. She divorced him. And then he became a mechanic for Dynair, I think it is. Or maybe it's not Dynair. It was some helicopter at 29 Palms, California. He was a helicopter mechanic. You know what, Griffin? I'm not afraid of hell because I've been through it. Just with my life, it sucked. You know, I've been bullied my whole life. But so I'm not afraid of death because death is easier than life, right? You can't kill yourself, but life sucks. It can be. You were a medic in the army. Wow. Wow. So my cab driver in Ukraine, he's a medic in the Soviet army because he's older. He's like 55, 56. He was a medic for the Soviet army before the fall of communism. Life is brutally hard, Griffin. And you drive a Ferrari and a Mustang GT. But it is truly brutally hard. I understand that your life has gone up and down and up and down. It's like a scary roller coaster. It's brutal. It's scary. Life is scary. But guess what? I feel safer in Ukraine. If a missile came and killed me, it would be instantaneous. I'm not afraid of getting hit with a missile or a nuke because I would die instantly. I am kind of afraid of being kidnapped and being in a, Russian gulag in Siberia or tortured and I don't play WNBA basketball to be traded for a high level murderous, Dr. Death guy, gun, illegal international gun sailor or whatever. So, Griffin, you love history. Have you ever heard Enemy at the Gates, the story of Vasily Zaitsev? Vasily Zaitsev married a Ukrainian after World War II. Not the girl, not Rachel Weisz, because that movie. So you love history, and I do too. I made a video talking about what no one knows about Vasily Zaitsev, and that is, he didn't marry Rachel Weisz. He married some other girl named Zinaida. Okay, so what's his name? Jude Law plays Vasily Zaitsev in the movie, and it's Vasily Zaitsev and the girlfriend, Nadia or whatever it was, they were real people, but they never got married because he thought she was dead and she thought he was dead because they got separated. So she marries some other dude, and he marries a girl named Zinaida who was born in Kiev, Ukraine. She's Ukrainian. He died in Kiev, Ukraine, in his 70s. Let me see here. I'm trying to get it. Live. No, it was a video. Okay. Vasily Zaitsev. So here it is. So right here, I have a video where I just talk about the history. It's only 13 minutes. And who it was, Vasily Zaitsev. Most Americans don't know, but it's interesting history because he was a Soviet hero in the Battle of Stalingrad. That's huge. And he survived World War II, which is, it's crazy stats. And then he married a Ukrainian. He was buried in the Ukrainian military cemetery in Kiev for 15 years. And then I guess Russia wanted their hero back, so his body was exhumed. His headstone is still in there. His headstone's in that. I've been to that cemetery twice, and his headstone's still there. They exhumed his body, and he's buried in Stalingrad, also known as Volgograd, because after the fall of communism in '91, they changed it from Stalingrad to Volgograd. So he's currently buried. He's been buried twice. Once in Kiev, Ukraine, once in Stalingrad / Volgograd. His body, his rifle, are all in Volgograd, Stalingrad. But his wife died after that. Before this Russian war, his wife is buried in next to his empty grave. They have a double headstone. I'll find it. It's amazing. It's easy to find too. Her name is Zinaida, and so if your name is Zinaida, your nickname is Zina, Zina. I will find a picture. So the website I'm going to is called Find a Grave. Find a Grave. Oh, here it is. So this is a picture of Vasily Zaitsev's widow, Zinaida Sergeyevna, which means her father's name was Sergey. She was born in 1913. She was actually older than him. She died in 2011 at age 97 or 98. Doesn't say which month or anything. This is before she died. This is a picture of her in Kiev, Ukraine, at the headstone after he was exhumed. You just emailed me. Okay. I will check my email right now. We gotta talk. Your life is like, hey, if you ever want to go to Ukraine, I can be your guide. I get paid to breathe, so I don't need any money. But so here is. This is the headstone of Vasily Zaitsev and his widow in Kiev, Ukraine military cemetery. And it says, so I'm going to translate because you don't speak Russian, I'm assuming. It says sniper. In Russian, it says sniper. And it says hero of the Soviet Union, Vasily Zaitsev, 1915 to 91. She was born 1913 to 2011. Interesting, yes. We got to talk. If you ever want to go to Ukraine, I will. I took my mom to Ukraine for 4 weeks, for a month. She didn't like it, but. So it says Vasily Zaitsev was born in Chelyabinsk Oblast, so Chelyabinsk province of Russia, on March 23rd, 1915. He died on December 15th. Right before the fall of communism, because it happened in like December, a week or two, or 10 days or something later, like December 26th or like 11 days later. He died right before the fall of communism. Yes, that headstone. So the headstone, this is the Ukrainian headstone, and that's the Russian headstone. So the Ukrainian one is fancier than the Russian one. Yeah. Sure, I want to visit Ukraine quite yet. I don't blame you. Yeah, but I'm saying after the war. Well, I think Jesus might come before the war's over, but whatever. The Messiah, the second coming of the Messiah might happen before the Russians, or Putin's got to die. So Putin, if he dies, then the war will be over. But Putin's got to die. You heard it here first. He's got to die. He could die of natural causes. He's older than the average Russian, lived to be like 50, and he's 70 plus. So I'm going to look up this in here. Hey, Griffin, is it all right if I call you if you put your phone number? I'm going to check my email, see if you put your phone number. Is it all right if I call you? What's my email address? I don't know. Here we go. Hope he does. I don't wish death on anyone, but I hope Jesus comes soon. Jesus is going to come soon. He is coming soon, Griffin. The signs are in the heavens. Isn't it weird that all the planets aligned last week or so? I was like, oh my gosh, I didn't know that was going to happen. and then it happened. I didn't, that wasn't on my radar. But weird things are happening in the heavens, and no man knows. He'll come like a thief in the night. I know that, but there's some signs in the heavens of something. I don't know what it is. I've read the Bible, and it's still confusing. I'm about to take my mom to PT, but I'll message you. Okay. Physical therapy, yeah. I help my mom with physical therapy every day. So I'll chat. I'll send you. I'll message you when I'm free. Okay, I'll send you a message and you'll get my information. Okay. Yes, Griffin, man, your life is similar to mine. You've been married 3 times. I've been married 3 times. We're about the same age. You're retired. I'm retired. That kind of thing. Email me your number in the meantime. I'm trying to do that. That's what I'm trying to do right now. I'm really slow. Oh, shoot. Come on. Oh, man. It always does this to me. I'm not really good with computers, so it says you had the RAN password. I only had one password. Jeez. Oh, my. And then it said, wow. This is crazy. I can't get on to even look at my... I'm terrible with computers. What was your name again? Eldon, Eldon. It won't even let me log on. Okay. Wow. I can't even log on to my password. Okay. Wow. As soon as I figure out how to log on to my password, because it says my password is incorrect, or log on to my email, I'll send you a text, and then we can talk about the westernized women of America. And hashtag me too. No rush. Yeah, no rush. I'm retired. I don't even know what day it is. No rush. I don't work today. I don't work tomorrow, and I never am going to work again. I can do service. I mean, I like community service because you can clock out when you want, and you're not a slave. Oh, okay. Yes. The days blend. I don't have a watch. The days blend. Griffin. When I wake up in the morning, I don't know what day it is. I have to start asking people. When I go to visit my mom in the old folks home, and I have to log in, you have to log in and out. I say, what's today's date? Because I don't know. I never know. And they almost get annoyed, like, what are you, dumb? You don't know what the day's date is? Like, the reason why I don't know is because I don't care. I get paid to breathe. Oh, man, how come I can't log in? That's so sad that I can't log into my email account. How is that possible? I don't have talent. America's got talent, but I don't. I'm a watch collector, so I'm usually aware of date and time. Oh, watch collector like Rolex? I'm guessing you're a Rolex collector. I don't have a watch. Every time I had a watch, I would hit a wall because I bounce into walls and they would break. So I worked at a bank when I was 17 to 19, or 17 to 19, and then from 19 to, I worked there before I went to Australia. I worked there, and when I came back, I worked there temporarily before I got my career job. And there was a typing. I'm really fast at typing, much better out there than a Rolex. Okay, yeah, but I don't know that. Okay, so Rolexes are nice. Okay, and he's saying there's much better out there than Rolex, but I would know. So Griffin, I was in they had a women's watch. I worked for Zales, their credit center. I do have a few, however. Okay. I can't wear a watch, it'll break because I hit brick walls, and next thing you know, the glass is broken. The thing, it could be brand new. I could put a brand new watch. I could put a Rolex or whatever's more, put it on. Next thing you know, I hit a brick wall, and it scratches the glass. It rips what is it called? The wristband. It breaks the wristband. My English is terrible. And so it breaks. It can happen. It's happened to me every time I have a watch. That happens. Even a cheap watch, if I buy a Walmart watch, it gets broken. I bought a Garmin watch that tracks your thing. Boom, it broke because I ran into too many walls. Oh man. And it was a perfect watch. It broke the, oh man, I ruined a Garmin watch that was tracking my steps because I hit a wall. I scraped, you're walking, I've had to repair a few of mine, yes. So you're like me, your watches break. And what do? You have to pay to have them fixed, but I can't have a watch worth more than $10 because if it costs more than $10 to fix it, I'll just buy a new watch. So I should get a watch. I should get a watch from Walmart. Yours are insured. My Walmart watch, they say, do you want insurance? I'm like, no, it's $10. I don't want to pay $9 of insurance on a $10 watch. I'll just buy a new watch when I bust this one into a brick wall. I'm still trying to find my email. Are you kidding me? How do I get online? I'm so bad I never took a computer class, and I'll be 52 next month. So I can barely send a text message. I can barely do a live stream because I can't edit it. It has to be straight through. Guess what? There's only one person online, and it's Griffin. Me and Griffin. They're great investments as they are rarely. Oh, well, if you have a couple grand, yeah, they're a great investment. I've heard of that. Like, I was on a plane from Europe to America, and the guy next to me was a expensive watch dealer. He showed me some of his watches, and I don't think he declared them because he had a huge amount of money worth of watches, more expensive than Rolex. And his brother was like a professional tennis player, ranked in the top 10 or 15 in the world. And he was from like Czech Republic or Serbia or something like that. And he just talked to me like normal. And he's like, watches keep their value. They rarely depreciate, just like you said. And so I'm like, okay, but I didn't have 10 grand in the bank or 20 grand or 50 grand to buy a watch that doesn't depreciate. I just don't have 20 or 50 grand in my watch. I grew up poor, one of 7 kids. We didn't have a lot. My dad's father died at 47. So my grandma and grandpa, they had 8 children, including 2 sets of twins. He was an army soldier in World War II, and he survived World War II in Europe. He comes home and he dies of cancer at 47 with 8 children. My dad was the oldest, so they didn't have my grandma had to go to ASU, Arizona State University, to get a college degree to teach, to be a teacher. And she retired at like 65 as a teacher. Meanwhile, she was a widow for 40 years. And she died at age 87. She never remarried because her children were sad. They were like, don't remarry, don't remarry. So she never even dated after 8 children. She never dated. She was a widow for 40 plus years or something like that. Probably 39 years, widow, 39 years. And I lived next door to her. And she would tell me and I never met my grandpa because he died 2 or 3 years before I was born. And they said I looked like him. They're like, you look like grandpa. You look like grandpa. My hair was exactly the same as grandpa. I was really skinny like grandpa was. And I still can't find my email. I don't know how to, hold on. Give me a second, maybe this might be it. Email, log on. That's the hardest thing is log in, okay. There's an app for that, but how to sign in to Hotmail. That's where I get screwed up. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I'll chat with you later. Okay. I'll chat with you later as soon as I get my email. Okay, bye. Bye-bye.